Well, well, well. Hello, chat. How are you doing? Um, are you there, Mackie? Can we hear you?
Yes, I'm here. Good
Ma-
evening, chat.
oh, Mackie's here. Good evening, Mackie. Co-hosting for me today. Look at this beautiful screenshot from Megazone 2.3 I've got here. Have you ever seen such a well-drawn um, cassette
Boombox.
recorder player? Boombox. Yeah, hope you're all doing well, chat. Amen to that, John. Hope you're all staying safe. Anyway, here's what I've been working on. So it's a Transformers picture. I don't know if you've been following on the Twitter, and I did this kind of shading guide for it. Obviously, this isn't what it's going to look like. It's just where the shading is going to go. So I figured we'll just colour that today. How are you doing, Mackie? What are you up to?
I'm here.
You are here.
You. That's what I'm up to. I was just wondering if you could explain, because a lot of people have seen these kind of like guides maybe in old anime books, but could you explain to them like what does the yellow correspond to? How do people know where to put what shade
Oh.
when they're trying to read a chart from like a lead animator?
Can I pull one up? One moment. Just in case there's any risque stuff, because I'm going to look into a Satoshi Urushihara art book here.
I'll tell you what to just go to history. Recently visited.
Here we go. Let's pull one of these up. Make sure that it's nothing too dodgy. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, you should be able to see that there, chat. So yeah, this kind of thing is what Mackie was talking about. Basically, when they were colouring on cells, they would put in like a colour guide underneath on paper, lay the cell on top of that, and that's where they would put the colours. And so Satoshi Urushihara, one of the kings of cell shading, he did that kind of thing as well.
I
And
just find it really interesting because a lot of times, would you call it a color guide or a shading guide? Because a lot of times I understand the shading, but the final product, like that, those pink areas might be a completely different color, and I'm like, how would they even know?
yeah, I'd call it a shading guide because obviously the colours are completely
Right.
different to this. Generally, it's just white is the base colour wherever it is.
Mm,
He seems to be using purple here, but sometimes he uses blue. You've got your shade, then you've got your dark purple is the third shade, or rather the
mm.
second shade on top of that, and then the yellow bits, chat. Mackie already knows this. The yellow bits are the highlights. But if it was just yellow, it'd be kind of hard to see, so they often outline it in red, so you can kind of tell where things go. So that's what I did here.
Oh, my garlic bread. 1 second.
I'll go enjoy your garlic bread. Ah, indeed, Urushihara is very. You never know what you're gonna get, do you? With Urushihara, he's good though. He's really, really good. He's really good, and he's so good at mechs as well. It's just you never know when there's just gonna your screen is gonna be filled with boobs, and we can't really be having that for a family-friendly live stream, can we? But yeah, this was interesting because I don't draw Transformers very much, and obviously these three guys, well, four, are my favourites.
Yes, the Mega Man, the SoundCloud.
And Starforge, Starcream. What's the bird called? Do you know?
Chirp chirp motherfucker is what I'd call him.
And I was trying to be so family friendly, and you've ruined it. Yeah, that's his actual name.
I thought so.
Doom Eternal animation, really. Yeah, due to the whole lockdown thing, it seems maybe they planned it this way, but the publishers of Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing are just cleaning up at the moment, aren't they? They're the two games that everyone's playing. They're like the two games of 2020. When people look back 50 years from now, it'll be known as the year of Animal Crossing, of Doom Crossing, Animal Eternal. Unfortunately, I don't have time to play games, so I wish I did. But yeah, I've just been shading all the time, really. In fact, hold on, I'll show you. How many frames is this? This is 288 frames at 24 frames per second. You can have a look at this as well if you like, Mackie, since you haven't seen it yet. Although there'll be a delay, won't there?
Yeah, it's fine.
But let me play it for you, chat. There you go. So yeah, just a ship going past. It's drifting. We got some drifting going on. So what this was, I think, if you've been watching other streams, you may have seen. Let me turn the background off. Let me turn the makeshift background off. Turn the shading off. Turn the lights off. So what it was a very basic, just 3D shape is what it was. Just a very basic 3D model. Looked really boring. And so what I did was then go over the top and add in lots of details by hand, like all these little pipes and things. Just drew those over the top, which really helped, actually. Made it look a lot more.
Oh, I saw that little smear.
Oh, you like the smears, do you? Yeah,
I'm a fan of the smear.
Yeah, look at the smears as it goes past at high speed. Very important. Smears, chat. What frame rate do you animate it again? Well, this one's 24. This one's 24 FPS, but normally I don't. Normally it's a little bit lower, like 18. Normally 18 is a good one for me. So there it is, just coloured, and it looks a lot better, but it's still lacking something, and what it was lacking was lots of tiny little lights. Lots of tiny little lights everywhere. Very important. Very important. And then with the background, it kind of, came out okay. Came out okay in the end, I think. Although, as you can see, TVPaint's struggling with it a little bit. Normally I don't have any trouble in terms of, the computer crunching away, but when it's like 290 frames, because normally it's, how to explain this, chat? How to explain this, Mackie? Normally, I've got a still background, and I'm animating on top of the still background, so the background is just one image. But this is, not only is, the ship 288 frames, but the background is moving as well, so it's 288 frames of background. And it's not liking it. It's not liking it. Anyway, I'll turn those back on.
Looking at this, I can understand why you like that first Star Trek movie so much.
Oh, Star Trek, the slow motion picture. Yeah. We watched it over Christmas, chat. I forced Mackie to watch the original Star Trek movie. And good lord, I'd forgotten how much I like it. It's just ridiculously long shots of really detailed ships. Just ridiculously long shots of detailed ships for like 10-20 minutes ago. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some tea. Right. So, I guess we'll colour this. This will probably be really quick, actually. So maybe I'll just put a little bit of detail on this planet. The planet is rough, but let's colour these guys first. So, there's the guide. Here's the base colours, which I did earlier.
Oh, nice.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
Really? I thought there'd be like a 30-second delay. Oh. Yeah, alright. And so then I've got, I set up some masks. So, you know, there's the mask for the base. Oof. Ooh, you can tell I haven't streamed in a while. I'm messing everything up, look. Alright, there we go. So there's the mask for the base, then I got the mask for the shade saved here. Mask for the extra shade there. Wow, I think playing all of that animation just now, it's giving us some issues. Oof, I should have restarted the computer, shouldn't I, before I started streaming. Yeah, I got the highlight mask there. So all we have to do now, I'll show you how quick this is, chat. This patented technique that I invented. I'm sure someone else invented this. So all you have to do is like select the colour. So we'll go for the blue. I've got my palette up here.
Is this the very same palette that everyone gets when they sign up on Patreon for $1, and it's your personal reference palette that anyone can use?
For $1 on Patreon? Yes, it
Oh,
is.
very cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool, Mackie.
Also, is this the very same postcard that's coming out this month, delivered to people's houses personally? Limited edition run to all patrons in the Elite Pilot tier?
Yes, it is, which is very cool.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Just wanted to point that out.
Very cool. This is why I need you here. I would have totally forgotten to mention Patreon.
Well, I'm just saying, if anyone wants a copy of this sent to their house, I mean, it's good for them to know that's even possible.
I think it's better, yeah. I think it's better to offer people stuff that they want rather than saying what I want to say right now, which is, please help, the shops are empty, there's no food in the shops. Please give me money. Actually, even if you give me money, I can't buy anything with it because there's no food in the shops here. Honestly, I went to Tesco today. They'd got that like hazard tape, you know, the yellow and black tape,
Really?
and they'd put it on the floor at 2-meter intervals, so you know where 2 meters is,
Right.
and you're not allowed to get any closer to another person in the store than 2 meters. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Do I have canned food at home? I have 1 can of beans left and 2 packets of rice. I tried doing online ordering earlier. I went to, you know, the Asda online thing, and it's completely booked up. You can't get anything delivered for the next 2 months. So I'll just have to take my chances. I guess every few days go down to the store and wear gloves and and a scarf over my face.
They laughed, but I have a garden now.
Victory Garden, World War II, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you buying your war bonds? Anyway, I have selected the blue colour look. There it is. So now I go to the layer called shade, and all I have to do is put the colour in. And it should be instantaneous, but it's taking ages. And it'll instantly go where it should do, because of the beautiful mask that I set up earlier. Then I go to the extra shade, select it here, from the palette, drop it in, and it should instantly go. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. And it instantly goes where it should do. And then we go down to highlight. Yeah, and drop it in. and it will instantly go where it should do.
Wait. Are you just dropping it randomly, or is the screen so small I can't see where the highlights
No, I'm just
are?
dropping it randomly, but I've got it because of my settings up here. I
Oh,
can drop it anywhere on the blue area, and it will go in there.
sorcery.
So sorry. Eduardo, yes, if you could send a drone over with some food, that would be awesome. It's okay though. This is where my neat lifestyle is coming in handy because I'm used to living on almost nothing. I eat like 2 sandwiches a day, so I'm other people have it harder. Other people who are used to eating 2 square hot meals a day are probably really hurting right
Square
now.
hot meals are on a diet. I think you mean like three and a half.
Well, maybe. So yeah, it could be worse. Oof, it's really not liking it, is it? Look, it's not meant to take that long, but it's. I guess if we look at Task Manager,
Have you considered making Thomas the Tank Engine a Decepticon?
no is
I
the
mean,
answer. Oof, yeah, sorry about the lag, chat. It really, it should not be taking that long. Alright, highlights. I mean, yeah, he already is. He's Astro Train in disguise.
oh, please
Oof.
don't offer him canned bread. I hear in the UK they eat canned breakfast, and that's already scary.
Oh, you haven't lived until you've tried one of those cans of English breakfast in a can. I'm telling
Ugh.
you, they're good.
Ugh.
You fry up some bread, and you just, put some of those. It's got beans and little like sausages and bits of bits of bits of bacon in it. And you just heat it up and put it on top of the fried bread. It's good. Okay, I'm gonna restart Photoshop because this is painful. Bear with me. Bear with me, chatto. Save. Don't save. Restart. Restart. Canned water in the UK. We don't have canned. Well, actually, I bet we do. But I don't. I don't use it. Canned water. Okay, let me find the file again. Oh, I got some beauties in here. Please talk amongst yourselves, chat. I'll be right with you.
Oh, have I been left alone with the chat? That's dangerous.
What are you gonna do to them?
Oh, you're here. Hi.
Don't touch them. They're my precious boys.
Yes, I would love some canned mercury lined water, please.
Oh,
If that's,
delicious.
yeah, only the finest mercury will do.
Mmm. Alright. I think we're back. There we go. I've been searching for images of planet Earth in the background there.
Oh man, that totally popped Duran Duran. Planet Earth in my head.
Well, I mean, we may as well play it. It's already demonetized the stream. There's on the coffee break. There's a song by ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. There's a song by ELO that plays for like about 5 seconds on one of the adverts, so it always gets copyright claimed. So I've never made a single penny off of any live streams. Alright, here we go. Red. There it is. The shade. The extra shade. The highlight. You see, that's more like the speed that we want to be talking about here. Rocket by Def Leppard. Now that is a song. I'm going to open my kind of monster energy and tell you right now that was a song. On black metal, it's the highlight that makes it. There you go, look. Beautiful. This is speed painting. This is it's a bit like Bob Ross, isn't it? Except he actually said interesting things.
Yeah, like you gotta beat the devil out of your brush.
Mm-hmm. Beat the devil out of it. Take out all your frustrations. Happy little tree. Give him a friend. Wow, this is going pretty fast. I'm a little concerned that we'll have nothing to do.
That's what you get for shading ahead of time.
Well, I didn't shade ahead of time.
Well, you planned it.
I planned it, yeah.
Well, it's honestly, it's a sensible thing to do.
Well, Bob Ross did it.
Mm.
Bob Ross would do that the one painting beforehand and kind of use it for reference. Is it this? I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. And then highlight. We don't have one because nothing's brighter than white, is it? What am I missing? Yellow. Happy little accidents. There are no mistakes. Just happy accidents. Soundwave's always looking good. Soundwave is always my favourite.
You ever noticed his cassette tape looks like it has nipples?
No. I never noticed that until you said.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's yeah, something went a little bit wrong there. One sec. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Should work now. There we go. Shade. Extra shade. We'll go there. Highlight. Go there. And yeah, thanks for joining me, chat. There's the picture finished. You can all go home now. Huh?
Is Laserbeak finished?
Yeah?
Oh, forgot he had white on him.
He's got these little turbo booster things, but apart from that, wow, you do know his name.
Oh, whoops!
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what though, Megatron's teeth are just too white.
Maybe he goes to the dentist.
Well, I'm sure he does. I'll bet you he does.
or the mechanic or whatever they go to.
This is we need an IDW story about dental care in the Transformers universe. I mean, they've gone over everything else, so why not?
Sure.
We're freestyling now. And Soundwave's just, posing. He's posing for the camera. What I did was I looked up some stock reference images, and I thought I'll get a nice stock image of like some businessmen in like a business hug, and I'll turn them into Transformers, and that's what I did. I mean, obviously, people are completely different anatomy. Humans are different. The proportions of human beings are completely different to giant robots, so I had to adjust it massively. But yeah, there was a guy like pointing to this guy, and this guy was like, "Why am I being hugged?" And I thought it worked out quite well.
Yeah. Do you want to explain briefly how you came up with the palette that you use and have for only $1 on Patreon? Amazing. But yeah, so what's the history behind the palette?
How did I come up with the palette? Hold on. I think I'll tell you where we're at. Let me, again, just to be sure. Just to be safe.
Oh, I wish you had some elevator music to go with this.
I know, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some. So if you don't know, Masami Obari, the great Masami Obari, worked on Bubblegum Crisis, all kinds of crazy stuff. King of Fighters, also did some Transformers art as well, and he did this one, which is one of my favourites. I've never seen Megatron looking so good. But yeah, I just kind of, honestly, I lifted it from this palette. I just kind of lifted it. I guess we'll...
May I provide the chat with some ASMR?
Feel free.
Okay, chat. I know you're used to looking at pretty shaded things, but prepare yourself for a new experience.
Wow. This is what all 40 people who are here crave.
You're welcome. Oh my god, it's so hot.
That's a little bit too much for the stream, I think. But yeah, already I can feel myself wanting to do more stuff to the shading and to adjust it and mess it around. But I know that, I need to just stick with what I did. This looks alright.
Let us discuss.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of blue in your foreground, and it's a darker blue, if I remember, right? Or like a mid and dark blue. So would you consider changing the ambient color of like your space background so it contrasts against the blue?
Let's have a
Maybe
look.
they should stand in front of the sun. Do you know how badass that is? Stand in front of the sun and you don't melt.
Well, hold on. Let's have a look. So there's the background. Oh, but you can't see though. There's a massive delay. I should have screen shared with you, shouldn't I? So you reckon that it's too blue then in the background, and I should make it less blue?
Yes, that would die.
So you want it a warmer colour then?
I don't care if it's... Yeah, maybe a warmer color. Or, I don't know, maybe something a little bit with the greens and yellows to help it pop out.
Greens and yellows to help it pop. I mean, now it just looks like they're in a green space.
Yes. Are we assuming it's this universe? Can they transform and, explore other galaxies? Can they go to Namek? I mean, Namek screen.
Yeah, it is actually.
What a crossover.
Do you like this? Do you like this green Namek planet then?
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm not sure about the muted greens for the landmass though.
What do you want purple for the landmass?
Now we're talking 80s.
Well, it's Namek, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Hope you're enjoying this chat. This
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 is
is
what our business meetings are like.
yeah, yeah. This is a rare insight into how it goes.
Ooh,
Like that kind of thing.
that's totally bringing out the contrast. I like it.
Okay. I'll tell you what else we can do. Check this out. We probably don't have to do this, and it probably won't work. See that? No, because nothing's happening. You see that? That's an airbrush. If you move it, if you stretch it out like that, and then change the blending of the layer, you can get something like that. But it's probably too much.
A little for such a small space. If your composition was bigger.
Yeah,
And
and
full.
it works better on, stuff on darker colors. I mean, it might,
Yeah.
it would be better down on, if we were gonna do it, it'd probably be better down there. Oh, then you'd need two, wouldn't you? Oh no, but then I don't like it. No, I don't like it.
Hmm.
Mind and Body says the background looks a little bit too She-Ra.
I mean, it's an 80s cartoon. I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe they've gone to invade Eternia. Who knows? Anyway, let's get rid of those. I do feel like maybe we should have a little bit of glow on the eyes, but I'm not sure. Hold on, let's see.
Fine.
And then we'll mess around with some blending and see what happens. Oof.
It looks like I punched them with both fists in both eyes.
Wow.
So fast.
I mean, it's too much. It's too much. This is something I would normally agonize over in the background, chat. Hey, Kevin Chikowski's here. Good. We have offended you. But yeah, this is normally something I would do before. I would do this in the background before streaming. It looks good on Soundwave, yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like if there isn't any glow at all, it's kind of a bit weird, but...
Mm.
And then there's the whole, do you do highlights? Oh, well, maybe, you know. And the answer is probably no, because it's too much.
And also, like, everything's metallic here, you know?
Yeah.
So, just cover the whole thing in sparkles and call it a day.
I mean, I can do.
That's what I would do.
Hold on. Oh, what's this? Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Target Practice. You watched K-On! I wish those messages stayed for a little bit longer. I didn't get to read all that. You watched K-On!
And it made him cry.
In a good or a bad way?
I didn't read the rest.
Oh. Like, is it actually any good? It was you. I know all your names though, don't worry. And yes, thank you. Thank you for that donation, very much appreciated. I'll buy vital supplies with it. So why? Oh, I see.
Well, Kevin, lucky for you, Oda King is running a special at this moment where anyone that donates 25 buckaroonies, I go to their house and they get to bar me for the whole weekend, and it's Friday.
What do they do with you? Hold on. I can read the messages in Streamlabs. I wish I had 3 screens. I've got this screen here that I'm working on. On my left screen, to my immediate left, I've got OBS. I've got the stream itself, so I can see who's watching. I've got the chat box, and I've got the alert box. So what I need is another screen, so I can have Streamlabs on that one and see all the messages. What about a sparkle at the tip of the cannon? Now! You are talking my language, Mr. Body. Mr. Mind and Body, Mr. Jesse the Body Ventura. I mean, it's a little bit... We need something a bit better than that. That's a bit crappy. No.
Look what you've done.
Oh, hold on. I deleted all the wrong things. Have I ever mentioned how the Thundercats game on the Commodore 64, which I believe is playing now, yeah, had better music than the actual show itself?
The 80s show or the reboot?
The 80s show.
Well, I can't hear it, though I believe
Indeed.
I've heard it before. But, I don't know, the 80s stuff is a little iconic.
I never liked the lyrics. Even as a child, I was like, well, these lyrics are cheesy.
I just liked cats.
And you still do. But yeah, I'll work on these sparkles a bit later and make them a little bit more interesting. I mean, we'll definitely need one on some of the more metallic stuff, I think.
No, thank you, no sparkles.
What?
I disagree with the sparkles. It's a little much.
It's okay. They're on separate layers. We can turn them off if they don't work.
It's a little rich, like deep fried butter sticks.
Now you are talking my language as well. I will accept a donation in the form of toilet paper, Eduardo. Thank you. Me and the boys out during quarantine because we can't get sick. They could get that. What was it they caught in that one episode? There was like the cosmic rust. They all caught cosmic rust. It's okay. Maki's into her composition and doesn't like things looking too busy. And
Just a little.
I often make things look too busy.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
What the
There's a lot of people that like a shitload of detail, you know.
I guess. Well, yeah, they're all on separate layers. In fact, I'll group them.
I know, feeling a little threatened here. Megatron showing his huge gun at me.
Hmm. So what you could do, yeah, is merge all these layers into one. And this is what I usually do, and this is a terrible idea, chat. Don't do this. I usually start messing with the colours a bit here, and I always make them too purple like that, so it just doesn't look right anymore. I'll make it too blue, so it doesn't look right anymore, and
The
it
colors
loses.
are perfect the way they are, I think.
Yeah, yeah. What happens is, because I've been looking at it so long like that, I'm like, my eyes want to see something different, and I change the
Oh,
color, and
totally. Yeah.
yeah. Or if you really want it to look wrong and weird, you just flip it. Oh, holy shit! Oh, it's horrible.
What have you done?
Oh, it's
How could
horrible.
you?
Look at Megatron's face. Ooh, I deliberately didn't do this. I thought I'd do it for the first time on stream.
This is like pulling up the selfie camera way up close to the 14 chins.
I mean, Soundwave looks good still.
Yeah, it does.
I can live with Starscream, but Megatron's face looks squashed and bizarre. I'm gonna have to fix that off stream. It's like it's
That could be too because like you're used to seeing him the other way. I don't think it's because it's wrong.
well, it looks like this. So we're gonna have to do something about that. It looks fine. Justin reckons it looks fine.
Mhm.
Megatron looks like a Chad. He does, doesn't he? The
Chad
Chad
Daddy.
Decepticon ruler. Oh look, we've lost pressure sensitivity. Excellent. Usually you can fix that by going into TVPaint, which is frozen up, so I guess we can't. Wow, it's a great time to be alive right now. It's okay, it's come back, but you just go into TVPaint and that kicks pressure back in.
So, what would Megatron look like with a mustache? Could you please illustrate that really quick?
I mean, I could. What kind of mustache are we talking here?
I don't know how to describe it, like a full novella, full lip. Well, we're getting it, yeah, something like that.
Well, it's 1 second. Let's take this to its logical conclusion. No. So many layers. So much rubbish going on.
You know, it suits him.
I mean, it's quite good, actually, yeah. And it makes his face not look as squashed anymore.
That's the power of styling.
Styling. We gotta shade it.
Don't shade the mustache.
There we go.
Excellent. This is everything I've dreamt it would be.
I'm glad you approve. Fantastic. Right, now let's get rid of it. Did I draw it? No, okay. Okay. We're going back. We're going back. There we go. Everything's fine. It was all a nightmare, chat. It's fine.
Babyface Megatron again.
I would like to make a Transformers animation, yeah, I would. It'd have to be something real quick. Something like 30 seconds, so I could pack in some really nice animation and not take 5 years to do it. Already I'm like, no, we gotta add more stuff on. Like we gotta.
I see
add,
you
like,
itching to put more detail.
we
How
gotta
about that
put
plant?
just some
How about
pure.
finishing that plant? No?
some pure black on there, you know, like in the Macross days. It doesn't make any sense, but you just put the pure black on there. It looks like everything's smeared in oil. We just put it everywhere, like you just just put it. Look, it looks really good. Honestly,
Please.
it looks great. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's work on that planet a little bit.
Yes.
Because how long have we even been going? 50 minutes? That's not bad. I thought
No,
we'd be
not.
done in 10 minutes, but we're really stretching this one out. Right, okay, planet. Enhance.
I'll give you some fun facts in the meantime.
Please do, because this is going to be boring as hell.
Take a guess. Where are the two locations on Earth where you cannot buy Coca-Cola?
English supermarkets.
Well, everywhere right now, but
Communist China.
close.
North Korea.
North Korea, and there's one more that even I was like, oh, duh.
You can't get Coke in North Korea?
Nope, apparently not.
I always thought that place was evil, but I didn't know. Until now, I didn't know.
That's what it took. Cuba is the other place.
What's Cuba's problem with Coke?
I don't know. Probably more on Coke's side than Cuba. And also there's the messiness with like import and export stuff and taxes.
I see.
Yeah. Though I think I remember seeing Pepsi in Cuba, so that's why I was a little shocked.
Well, you know, Pepsi have cornered the market now. You know, I could use some custom brushes, couldn't I? Oh yeah. Oof. Do you want to watch some Dr. Stone in a bit?
Yeah, I'll watch some Dr. Stone.
Excellent, because I'm kind of addicted to it. I hope it keeps being good. I mean, it doesn't matter though, because once we finish 24 episodes, we've got to wait for like however long for the next lot. Cuba has amazing ice cream.
Yeah. Step family's uncle worked at their ice cream plant and would bring just like giant gallons of ice cream every day. And there's some flavors that only exist on the island.
Like what?
There's one. What would it translate to? Like butter ice cream, but not literal butter. It's like a creamy like vanilla, but heavy on the buttery notes vanilla ice cream.
Interesting. I'd try that.
It's so good. It's like their signature flavor on the island, at least at the time.
How big is Cuba? It's pretty small, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that big, but not that small either.
How big is it compared to Cuckland? Britbongland.
I think roughly would equal 7.5 pound lands. Would be the appropriate measurement.
It's 7.5 Englands.
No. Like maybe like a third of the size of Britain.
Should I B, exposing my complete lack of geography knowledge on stream in front of an audience of people. There's 46 people who now know that I'm mentally challenged, shall we say.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I would know if I didn't live near that area in the first place. So.
Because, you know, there's always those videos where it's like, we asked Americans if they can tell you where Africa is on the map. And I'm like, ha ha, foolish Americans, whilst I actually don't know where anything is on a map.
That's okay.
Including my own country. Like, I don't know where on my own country I live. I couldn't point to you where I am right now.
Maybe you shouldn't say that much.
Exactly. They sell imitation Coke in North Korea to the party elite. That sounds about right, Tim Tams. Just want to say, if you're watching, Kim Jong-il, big fan. And for just $7 you can get one of these postcards if you want. That's patreon.oatking.patreon.com. Whatever the hell the address
great
is.
leader appreciates you letting him know.
Yeah, I think he does. I mean, what else does he do? He probably just sits online just watching live streams all day.
I mean, he's probably butthurt that the NBA got canceled.
Yeah.
You know, since he's such a big fan.
He understands though, I'm sure, since he, you know, shut all the borders down and all of that stuff. We are all Yorkshire. Even you, chat. You may have never been to the UK, but you're still part of Yorkshire. If you've watched Lord of the Rings and you liked Sean Bean in that, there's a bit of Yorkshire in you. I like Yorkshire pies. I mean, I really like Cornish pasties, which obviously aren't Yorkshire, they're Cornish. But yeah, I really like them. I'm going to blaspheme and say I'm not a big fan of Greg's.
What's a Yorkshire pie? Is that like a special pie?
Maybe, but I just various pies that you get in Yorkshire. I like.
Yeah, but is there like a regional flavor? Is there like a steel and pickle?
Steel, yeah, Henderson's relation, steel. A really good combination of flavors there. A flavor explosion. Indeed, oh yeah, Sharp. Do you know, I watched all of Sharp when I was a kid with my grandma and granddad whilst it was airing on was it ITV? It wasn't BBC because it had adverts, so it was ITV, I believe. And I remember it being really good up until the very final serial that they did, which was really underwhelming and a kind of a sad way to sign off on it, I thought. It's like, after all those wars, I'm not going to spoil it for your chat, but after all those wars and all those, he's there at Waterloo and they're fighting Napoleon, and like for so many members of the cast to just die in some shitty village, like some it's actually, that's a bit like Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Where they go on this massive adventure and then at the end of the book they just go back to like the shitty little hobbit land and the final battle is just some like tiny little skirmish. So maybe that's the point. Maybe I didn't understand as a kid, but maybe that's the point. Yorkshire puddings. Oh, Yorkshire pudding's good. Yorkshire pudding's fantastic. I mean, it's not really a pie, is it? But it's, yeah, Yorkshire pudding is essential for Sunday dinner. Sorry, Mackie, I cut you off.
No, it's cool. I just you could be your own god at this very moment, and I think you gave them a hurricane on the other side of the planet.
It's okay, it's Namek. They can just gather the Dragon Balls and wish it away. But, all those people that died, can we have them back? And Shenlong's like, oh no, it wouldn't be Shenlong and Namek, would it? It'd be Super Shenlong or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
And he gives you 50 wishes. And they're like awesome wishes. Like, not like the Wishmaster.
What's the Wishmaster?
Have you not seen Wishmaster?
You know I don't watch anything.
It's, is it Wes Craven? Is it one of Wes Craven's? I'm not sure, but anyway. It's a djinn. And he's trapped inside a gem. And he's getting transported to a museum or something, and he gets out. And he's got infinite power over reality. But get how frustrating this must be for him. He's got like infinite power and he could take over the world easily. But he's only allowed to use his infinite power to grant people's wishes.
Oh, that's terrible.
So he's kind of annoyed about this. But he gets over his being constantly pissed off about that by granting people's wishes in very dickish ways. So if someone says, I wish that I could, insert wish here, he'll find a way to twist it around and somehow make them walk off a cliff whilst exploding or something. Wishmaster. And it has like a number of really terrible sequels, straight to video sequels. But the first one was, an actual movie with an actual budget and was really good actually.
Mm-hmm. Also, to answer a chat question, good luck getting Oda King to eat natto. There's a lot of things you won't eat.
Oh, hell no. I'm not eating stuff that's rotting. I mean, that's just not food, sorry. Sorry, whole of Japan. I mean, I love Twiglets, and I know that a lot of people don't like Twiglets, so there's a lot of these love 'em or hate 'em foods. But if something's rotting, that ain't food.
Twiglets taste like addictive burnt toast to me.
Yeah, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we'll eat canned beans, definitely, but not natto.
Have you ever smelled natto?
No.
Because I hear it's quite interesting.
I hear it smells disgusting, and in order for anyone to actually like it, because I've heard from people who do really like it, and they're like, yeah, it smells absolutely foul, but if you just hold your breath and don't think about it, it tastes pretty good. I'm like, well, who discovered this? Like normally in the course of human history, yeah, smells are a good kind of indicator of what you don't go near. You smell a rotting corpse, you go, okay, I'm not going to eat that particular thing because it smells bad. So someone must have gone, alright, those beans smell disgusting and they're rotting and they're fermenting. I'm definitely going to dig into that.
Well, it was a different time when foods were not readily available. Maybe now's the time for the world to embrace natto.
No. No.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember what it was. There was a thread a while back about how gaijin end up eating natto in Japan, and a lot of them say they mix it with peanut butter.
Okay.
Taste, and that's how they learned how to like it. So maybe one day.
Well, I wouldn't go anywhere near it. Tim Tams is asking if I want him to send me some surströmming. What is that? Sounds
you
German.
Don't want that. You don't.
Tell me, what is it?
I believe it's Swedish rotten fish eaten only as a holiday food.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I've actually heard of this before. Yeah, I'll be fine without that, I think. But thanks for the offer though. If you could just send me some normal food though, that would be appreciated at this particular time. Look, like a nebula. I mean, no, it's alright, I guess. I mean, I will need to flip it around and sort Megatron's face out, but I can do that off stream, I guess.
What if
What if?
the green in the background was more towards the yellows?
Granted.
Just want to check. Because it's a lot of cool colors going on.
Like that. Oh, maybe just on the planet though, and not so much on the space. I don't know.
No, on the space.
Ah. So is that alright?
I can't tell. And I agree, it does look minty. Minty fresh.
I do love Mint. I love the song Mint Electric by Size. It does look a bit minty though, yeah. So
Yeah.
here it is, not adjusted.
Yeah, it's like if you look at the block of Galaxy under Laserbeak's wing, but Megatron's elbow, there's like a bit of a yellow discoloring there.
Oh yeah. What here?
And that makes it kind of interesting. Yeah, I just feel like it needs a little bit of variation so it's not all green.
Let's try.
This is my up onion, guys. Oh, what's going on?
Don't worry. I'm using it as a mask. And
that weird black magic thing you do.
yeah. And then I'll stick some yellow in there and kind of blend it in a bit and see what happens. One of these blending modes is sure to give us a result. It might not be a good result, but it'll be a result. Just like maybe hue or color. No? No. Alright. What if we No, it ain't doing nothing. Like that kind of thing? There's a bit more variation there.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does have them in a double headlock. It's like, look, we're so friendly, but he's also asserting his dominance.
Exactly.
Just like he did at the ruby crystal mines of Burma. Just like he did at Hoover Dam. Just like he did at the hydroelectric power plant.
How do you know about all these American places?
I learned them all from Transformers. Like the first 3 places the Decepticons went.
I would save the background as a separate thing, and after you rest your eyes or mess around with his face, though I don't really think you need it, then I would take a second look.
Okay. Then I mean that's all in a group. I would kind of like to have Shenlong in the background. Maybe.
Ooh.
What about? It's doing that thing again. I don't know why. Sometimes this happens. I press I, which is the eyedropper shortcut, and instead it brings up all these menus, and I have to hit the Windows key to reset it. Alright, how about we make a new layer? What do we have like in the background here? No? In the background here, we'll have like a little Vegeta. And you'll have like this. You'll have the Super Saiyan aura around him. Like right in the
Little
background there.
angsty tear.
Just over there maybe. No, it looks like he's on Laserbeak's wing there.
That that also intrigues me.
No. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If anyone, it would be Nappa. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along.
Yep.
Something we forgot to do. Oof, one moment. Deselect. There we go. Because there's Megatron's legs back there. But we didn't really do anything with them, so I guess they kind of
Right.
need something.
We need to break his legs.
Well, I mean, that's a little harsh, isn't it? Even
Oh,
Optimus
okay,
Prime never
differentiate.
said, I'm going to break Megatron's legs.
Well, maybe that's why he's a shitty good guy.
Look, he's a father figure to millions of children and grown-up man-children.
I would have shaded the whole thing like one good block shade. Because he's like supposed to be behind. Yeah, well, not that harsh, but something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Just kind of fade it out a bit.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Is Mackie Nora? Are you Nora?
Which no?
I've no idea. Crazy little thing called Final Flash. What is the short playing? That's right now. That's Warframe. That's a Warframe animation that I did for Mashed. It's on YouTube if you want to look at it. What would Megatron wish for with the Dragon Balls? I don't think he'd wish for anything.
To not be such a wussy good guy.
What, Megatron?
Oh no, my bad.
Optimus Prime would wish for peace and
Yeah.
harmony for all sentient beings.
Disgusting.
Look, I'm a Megatron fan, but I'm not going to hear this about Optimus Prime.
That's a fine reward for our elite patron tier, receiving this glorious full glossy postcard in extravagant thick cardstock at the end of this month.
This is why we need you on these streams more.
Just reminding people if they want a copy.
Yeah, if you'd like one.
You can have it.
You can have it, chat. You can have it delivered to your house, and it'll be delivered to your house. But how does it get delivered? Does a burly man appear at the door? By what, sorry?
I get on my little tricycle.
No, you don't. You have it delivered.
Honk. The mail is here.
You have it delivered via a burly man, and he'll leave it at your door if you like. You don't have to see the burly man, and you don't have to become infected by him, chat. So it's all fine. Like X, Mackie is going to deliver to you.
Yes.
Mackie's going to give it to you. She will deliver to you promptly and on time.
How do you know when you're done with an image?
Well, um, I'll tell you exactly how I know. When I look at it and it looks like complete shit, that's when I know I've gone too far.
Oh.
And that happens more often than you would think. Actually, no, you know all about that because I'm always complaining.
Why don't you tell them what other work references they get if they donate $1 to Patreon?
Just $1 on Patreon? Wow, what do they get? They get all of my animation references, and all of my artwork references, and all of the Commodore 64 remixes that I'm playing right now for people who really like those. Which there's quite a few people that do apparently, because people mention them a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that I see messages that they like the music.
Yeah, I mean you probably can't really hear it very much right now.
Me or the chat?
What's this about? Day of the Daleks? What of the old trikes? Yes, that's how they get delivered. Like the amazing chase scene in Day of the Daleks. Alright, I think that's probably done for now, isn't it? Because I'm just gonna keep adding details to it otherwise. And it's already too busy. Like, I definitely want more highlight here. And I know that I shouldn't.
No.
I mean, I shouldn't, but I know that I want to.
Call the police, there's a madman around.
In a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police. He's more than 20 feet close to you than he should be. As you can see, chat, I'm very good at using words today.
Also, it's late though.
It is very late, yeah.
Actually, it is past your bedtime.
It is past my bed. It's 4 a.m. This is why she's my manager, chat. It's like when you're a wrestler and they make sure your manager makes sure you're in bed at the correct time.
Am I McMahon?
Yeah, you're no, hopefully not. You're the sensational Sherry. Actually, you're more like Bobby the Brain Heenan, I think.
Oh.
I love Bobby the Brain Heenan.
I still love Mr. Perfect because he's perfect.
Mr. Perfect. It wasn't quite the same when he became a good guy.
Oh no.
No. But I mean, was he the best wrestler? I mean, I think he might be. The most technically impressive wrestler.
Chat, these are wrestlers. If you're familiar with Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, that kind of era.
Oh yeah.
There's actually quite a bit of like documentaries and things that Odo King's been watching on them on the YouTubes.
Yeah, that spaceship, that 288 frames of spaceship that I was doing, required a lot of stuff to be on in the background because it was a bit grueling, and for some reason I found myself watching old, documentaries on the old WWF wrestling that I used to watch as a kid, and I'm only interested in it up to where I stopped watching, which was around like the mid-90s, when it started to get a bit too silly for me, and maybe I grew up too much, I don't know. But up until then I was loving it, I'll tell you, I was loving the wrestling. Watching the American wrestling every Saturday.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Mean Gene, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain. Yeah, I really liked the back and forth of the announcers and the commentators. It was good stuff. Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy. Well, there's two names that only British lads will understand. Because we had wrestling over here, Mackie, but it was actual wrestling. Like, it was really boring to watch if you were into the American wrestling, because obviously you weren't allowed to do any punches or high risk maneuvers or anything. It was just like 3 hours of people just rolling around on the mat doing holds. So
Wrestling in coleslaw.
yes.
Just how I remember it.
But yeah, what shall we do now? I think we're kind of done, aren't we?
I think you're kind of done.
Yeah. I'm gonna end up spoiling it if I keep going. I need to take a rest, come back to it with fresh eyes, fix it up, and then we can get it sent off to all the people on Patreon. Jade from Gladiators. My friend Soma, he had posters of Jet from Gladiators all over his wall. He really liked Jet from Gladiators. You know, American Gladiators, Mackie.
Oh yeah, sure. They
We
fight with giant ear swabs.
yes, the pugil sticks they were called actually. Yeah, we had like our own version just called Gladiators.
Oh,
And
okay.
it took like a load of stuff from the American one, and occasionally they'd have like some of the American gladiators come over for like joint events and things. But it was huge for like a couple of years. It was on like prime time Saturday night, and it was huge, and everyone would watch it. And then for some reason, it just kind of fizzled out.
Yeah, I remember it being really popular. I mean, I was kind of too young, not the right demographic at the time. But I totally remember that and thought it was pretty awesome. And I hope they break each other's legs. Thirst for blood.
Yes, I think that was the ECW you needed. What was it? Extreme Championship Wrestling, where they would like kill each other and make each other bleed.
Dude, I was really bored. Okay, people, if you're as bored as I am, there's a free TV service called Pluto.tv, and you can watch it like on your phone or on your computer, whatever.
What's that called again?
Pluto.tv. I tried to get you into it, but there wasn't an official UK version at the time.
Yes.
But they have Mexican wrestling channels, and the other day I watched a man in a thong get clobbered by a skeleton, and it was amazing. In a cage match. And
Cage
a group of metalheads came out, climbed the cage, and came down and beat that one skeleton man to a pulp. Never been so excited in my life. So I highly recommend.
Oh, beautiful.
Anyway, do you think it's time for a tea/coffee break?
I mean, normally I'd say yes, but I think we're kind of done, aren't we?
Oh.
There isn't anything else to stream.
Well, as you you know, whatever you want, yeah.
I mean, I would say, do you want us to stream longer chat? But I know you'll say yeah, and there's literally nothing else to stream. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Oh, someone wanted to know where the reference of the boombox is from.
Oh, well, this one here, that's from Megazone 23 Part 2. There's 3 parts, and Part 2 has a completely different art style to Part 1, but it is a direct continuation. And it's a fantastic anime, both of them are. Part 3 is a little bit weird. It was made a long time later and with only a fraction of the budget, and some of the animation isn't finished in it, so sometimes it looks kind of choppy because they don't have any in-betweens. But yeah, Megazone chat, look it up. You'll like it, I'll tell you.
Show them the ghost. Some of them haven't seen that ghost animation you did, and they're asking for you to show an animation. Did you throw it away?
Yeah, I got rid of it. Only you have the ghost.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't need the ghost anymore. That's just how I roll.
It was amazing, chat.
How's the short movie looking by now? well, the secret film that we're working on. It's coming along. I mean, one thing coronavirus is good for is that, well, actually, it won't make me any more productive because I was already working.
You were already working all the time.
Yeah, I was already working like every minute of the day, pretty much. So, yeah.
Oh, and if you want to join the server, we do have a Discord server. We're just $1 a month. You can join us in the Discord and chat and post all the things that you think you're an expert on.
Yes, feel free to do that.
And we will judge.
We'll judge you
judge
silently in the background. What's happening with the mech movie? That's coming after the current secret movie project that we're working on.
Yep, one project at a time.
Yup. Oof, they take a long time though.
It's a lot of work.
A long time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess we could just sit here for a bit and shoot the breeze. I'm happy to do that.
Maybe. Some people haven't seen, some people were not at the start of the stream and they haven't seen the ship that you did. So if you want to play it for them one more time.
Yeah, let's have a look if it will play. It might chug a bit. Oh no, it seems alright.
That looks pretty smooth.
Oh no, there we go. It's buffering. But yeah, it's a long one though. I'm surprised it's holding up so well. You can't see the amount of tabs and things I have open at the bottom of the screen here, chat. I've got so many programs open. But yeah, it's alright. So yeah, then next thing is I'm gonna work on a shot of the ship coming towards the screen, but obviously it looks kind of boring in 3D, so I'm gonna add a load of hand details onto that.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
This guy doesn't know how to take a compliment.
I'm terrible at it, I know. I should just say thank you, I'm glad you like it. But if I say, oh, I'm glad you like it, that sounds really patronizing, doesn't it?
I get that all the time, like, because I don't know what to say. So when people give me compliments, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you think so. And then one time, I think I told you this story, I was doing that and I thought I was being nice, and this quiet girl got really drunk, and when she got drunk, she, like, flipped personalities on me and told me, like, not to say that anymore.
What are you meant to say instead?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Warp Galaxy Animation Studios. You actually got that, did you? Yeah. I read all the comments I get, but I normally don't reply to them. But yeah, Mr. Warp Galaxy here was like, hey, I can't get Sketch and Toon working in Cinema 4D, and I remember what a nightmare it was for me, and how I finally nailed the settings down, and I took a screen cap of it for my own reference, so that next time it goes wrong, I can just look at that. And so yeah, I know how annoying it is when you can't get something to work, and if somebody actually knows, it'd just be so nice if they would actually tell you sometimes. So yeah, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad it worked for you.
By the way, when Oda King doesn't answer your comments, that's because I look at them and then I bother him to answer them. I know he's a very busy man, but...
Yeah, pretty busy. No, this is TVPaint. This isn't Toon Boom. I wonder how Toon Boom would do like a 288 frame with moving background and everything, because it's vector, isn't it? So I imagine it takes a lot more processing power, but I could be...
I don't think so.
No?
Mm-mm.
Obviously the background would just be a series of images, so that would be alright, but... Vector is way less, really. Yeah, what should we do? Normally I plan these things out and I've got, I could, whenever it comes to the end of the stream, I could keep going for hours because I have so much in-betweening and whatnot to do, but I don't have anything prepared. I've got a lot of stuff I'm working on, but nothing that I could just bring up on stream right now.
Yeah, well, we kind of knew it might be a shorter stream.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be half an hour, so the fact that we got to an hour and a half is unexpected.
Yeah.
I could live stream making a sandwich.
What the people really want.
If you take your model from SketchUp to Blender to Cinema 4D, Sketching Toon doesn't know what to do. Yeah, I make my models in Cinema 4D. I can't imagine it dealing too well with you going through 3 different programs before you get there. I watched that pilot of Has Been Hotel. Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Tell the people what you've been watching lately in terms of the animes.
I have been watching Dorohedoro because of the waifus that are in it. I like Noi. I like Nikaido. Nikaido and Noi. I like Noi a lot. I like the stupid girl with the with the skull mask that she wears. What's her name? Ebisu. Dorohedoro was really good actually. I didn't think I'd like it because I'm not a fan of 3D, but it's only sometimes 3D and sometimes it's hand drawn. It kind of depends what they're doing. But yeah, it's really weird and bizarre, and I like it. I'm using OBJ for my models. What do I? Cinema 4D exports them as whatever you want. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely import OBJ files into Cinema 4D. And yeah, me and Mackie are watching Dr. Stone, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Sorry, I was reading chat whilst I was talking and it warped my words. What have you been watching apart from Dr. Stone, Mackie? Or Dr. Stone and Body Jack?
I can tell you I've been reading Inspector as the manga. I prefer it a lot more. It's very interesting. What's it called? Chainsaw Man?
Oh, you linked that to me yesterday. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that.
That's probably one of the more interesting ones I've read in a long, long time. And then, oh man, I totally forgot the name of the assassin one I gave you, with the guy that has the bird on his shoulder while he's naked in his apartment.
Oh, Fable?
Yeah, I think it's called Fable.
Fable, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on that. And I think... the other one was Welcome to Hell, Irumi-kun, I think. And it's like the Crunchyroll, like the little like trailers they do keep coming up, and I get really bored on my feed. So I watch so many trailers that I end up kind of watching a whole episode anyways. So I go for it, but once I get into it, that show needs a better budget. But that's kind of what I've been watching. Oh, I saw Crying Freeman. Hell yeah, now that's a manga.
Thanks, Subratanandi, for the follow there. Yeah, Crying Freeman. That has some very nice art. And yeah, I did see... I haven't seen Obsolete, Maison Otaku, but I've never even heard of it. Real Mech War Drama, alright. Alright, I'll bear that in mind then, maybe have a look at it. I did see that Akira predicted the cancellation of the 2020 Olympics because of a viral outbreak in a manga written in the 80s. That's kind of insane. But yeah.
Well, it is almost midnight.
Midnight. Is it 2 minutes to midnight? Not quite.
Not quite.
The hand that threatens doom. Yeah, I guess we should probably call it a night then, shouldn't we? And I'll get some kind of food, and we can watch an episode of Dr. Stone if you like.
Same.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Midnight is all night. I tell you, Luke Johnson, I've been listening to The Final Frontier so much. I don't know why. I'm stuck on the Final Frontier album at the moment. I've just been listening to that in the shower. Eldorado, what a song. What a song, Eldorado. And Coming Home is fantastic. Anyway, I guess that's it. I guess we'll call it a night for now.
Thanks for joining us, chat, for another shading/coloring session.
Yes, thank you. We'll do another one sometime.
We don't know when, but sometime.
But sometime, when you least expect it. Stay safe, wash your hands, and don't go out as much as you can. Not go out. Don't go out, I guess. And yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again. I'll let Mackie have the last word.
Oh, not this again.
I'll have the last word if you want.
I don't know. Good night, chat. Take it easy.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.